In the ToLiss A320neo as Air France 1023 at the Munich München International Airport in Germany, and we will be taking a flight back to Paris.
Flight plan route, climb by set flight level 70, squawk 1000, reserve 1. Reserve 1414, read correct.
Which neighbor Lufthansa, stick the Echo on Sierra 2, Sierra 7.
Lufthansa 65 Echo, Apron, hello. Your gate is 219 Alpha, taxi via Whiskey 2.
Right, most things in our checklist are done, so we're ready to call in for clearance, expecting the give me departure. Air France 1023 at Terminal 1, Gate 102, IFR to Paris de Gaulle.
Air France 1023, Apron, hello. Information uniform, startup approved, cleared Paris Charles de Gaulle via the give me 1 November departure. Out of 26 right, flight plan route, climb by sit, flight level 70, squawk 1000.
Clear to Paris de Gaulle via the give me 1 November departure, 26 right, squawking 1000, climbing via SID 70, flight level.
Air France 1023, read back correct.
Right, and we have startup approved but not pushed back, so go ahead and get ready for this in the meantime.
Lufthansa 5 Echo Juliet, information uniform, startup approved, clear Frankfurt, give me 1 November out of 26 right, flight plan route, climb by sit, flight level 70, squawk 1000.
Alright, and for the next checklist, we're going to start up the APU.
Out of runway 26 right, flight plan route, climb by sit, flight level 70, squawk 1000, Lufthansa 5 Echo Juliet.
Oh my god. Okay, plane just started to reverse because we didn't have the parking brake on. I guess, well, what a good time to remove the jetway, huh? We'll go ahead and get ourselves ready for our pushback clearance, actual clearance, not falling back without the parking brake.
Visa 1414, when reaching November 2, contact Tower 118, decimal 7.
Air France 1023, ready for pushback.
Air France 1023, push bitte facing north.
Facing north, Air France 1023. Right, so we are going to see if the better pushback plugin actually works. Sometimes it does not.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Let's see.
Ground to cockpit. Toes driving up.
Lufthansa 3 Lima Lima is ready for taxi. Lufthansa 3 Lima Lima, when clear of the Lufthansa on the orange line from the
Starting pushback, and you may start the engines.
Taxi Echo 3 Orange and hold shot of Delta 3 for now.
And we are moving. Thank God we almost got stuck there, looks like, for a second. Engine 2 coming on. And engine 1. And engines are on, back to idle.
Air France 1023, taxi to entry November 2 via Echo 1, Charlie 1.
Taxi to November 2 via Echo 1, Charlie 1, Air France 1023. And we start moving just to get us to the point where we switch to tower.
Air France 1023, contact Tower 118, decimal 7, bye bye.
118.7, thank you very much, Air France 1023. So we've overshot the runway, so we're gonna have to like do a U-turn or something.
Lima Tower 120, decimal 5, bye bye. 20, decimal 5, thank you, great service, bye bye, Swiss 7 to Lima.
Air France 1023 at entry November 2.
1023, hello, taxi to November 26 right via November Alpha 13.
Taxi to 26 right via November Alpha 13, Air France 1023. Okay, we'll be making a right on November and then going all the way down to Alpha 1 tree.
Papa Foxtrot, been 280 knots, 26 left, clear to land.
Clear to 26 left, Big Papa Foxtrot.
72 Lima, line up to 6 left and wait. Line up right to 6 left, this is 7 Lima.
Ooh, we gotta take off.
Big 235, taxi Bravo 2, Sierra to entry Sierra 1.
Bravo 2, Sierra 20, Sierra 1, number 235.
Got a big one there. It's an eight. Not sure what that is.
Follow the Air France A320, the holding point 26 right.
After the Air France taxi to 26 right at November, Lufthansa 2 Columbus.
Alright, we're leading the Lufthansa over the 26 right with me.
Right, Papa Foxtrot, 28 turn, 1 to 1 left.
There he comes.
November, 1 to 1 is also including Papa Foxtrot, thank you.
Ooh, it's a bit confusing.
France 1023, no delay, wind 280 degrees, 3 knots, 26 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff Air France 102 tree. Okay, we're not even on the runway, so...
Radar 127950, ciao.
We gotta go.
27950, thank you much. Great service, bye-bye, Swiss 72 Lima.
Alright. And let's go. Oh dear.
München, Tower Lufthansa 2270, Entschuldigung, ich bin schon ein bisschen zu weit gerollt. Wir würden gerne auf dieser Section Bravo 12 für die
rough takeoff because I had to zoom in there.
Hi.
Positive rate is up though, so gear is coming up.
Next 32 Bravo, resume normal speed.
And bring it down to level climb.
Private News 3 Bravo.
You had to rush on that takeoff out there. Right past 6,000, transition altitude, go back to standard. Right, now that we're here, I'll go ahead and turn on the autopilot. I'll go ahead and just follow our route.
I got for Bravo 4, continue climb for level 320.
Continue bearing terminal 320. We're going off on.
Right, we're getting close to 10,000, so I'll just turn the lights off.
Wings 58 Victor Foxtrot, proceed direct Landung.
So we're gonna pass through the cloud layer now. Check that out.
France 1023, contact Rhine Radar 134, decimal 075.
134075, Air France 102 roger. It's switching airspaces. Who am I even contacting?
Eine 8294, Rhine Low Radar contact, proceed direct Dinkelsbühl, Delta Kilo Bravo.
Excuse me, I don't speak German, Renner 8294.
Eine 8294, proceed direct Delta Kilo Bravo.
Direct Delta Kilo Bravo, Renner 8294.
Air France 102 tree 275 to 300, checking in.
France 1023, Rhine Low Radar contact, flight level 380.
Climbing to 380, Air France 102 tree. And we are all the way to cruising altitude. We're gonna keep going. And we need to speed up, we're actually gonna die. Currently heading to Odostal. Anyone is from there, that's where I am.
France 1023, proceed direct Nospa.
Air France 1023, proceed direct to Nospa. Alright. Now we're just heading right here.
7 Lima,
Let's
Alpha
go.
ATC, Unicom, bye-bye. Starfleet 1701, same for you, Unicom, have a nice flight.
The Great Void, 1701, danke dir, tschüss.
So, very enthusiastic, but we've now made it to our cruising altitude.
Italien 3104, contact München 132, that's 0550.
3250, New York City. Alitalia 3104.
France 1023, you're leaving the airspace, monitor Unicom, bye-bye.
To the Unicom, thank you for the ATC, Air France 1023. Alright, and I believe it is Unicom all the way down. As usual, no one really is ever on ATC in France, so I'm just going to enter our approach manually. For this approach, I am doing a lot of manual work. I'm not really doing, again, all of the Airbus automations, and as we really get close to the approach, I will be doing it manually because it's a video game and I want to have fun with it, not just click buttons and let the plane fly itself. Yeah, our radios are ready now. Due to the performance of my computer and the ability to disconnect from VATSIM, I am a little worried about the approach into De Gaulle, because getting close, short finals is when the airports really exert a lot of power because you're closer to the ground. But since we are on Unicom, if I disconnect from VATSIM, it's I can live with it. And past 10,000, we'll start slowing down to 260, 250. The speed brakes up for that. And we'll start preparing. We'll set the auto brakes on, medium, fans on. Under 10,000, we'll start getting these lights on too. And we got interception. What's our message? And we'll get the landing gear down. But then we will go manual and we'll keep the speed as is. And very un-Airbus, but I like it. We'll give it flaps full also while we're here. Getting low from the glide slope, not great. Oh, here we go, here we go. Trouble. And we've got disconnected. Wonderful, we'll just land and then come back. Because I am not dealing with that right now.
300. $200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. Retard. 10. 5.
Alright. Full reverse, brakes on, reconnecting the VATSIM. $60, disengaging, and we can turn off whenever we can. Take this exit right here where this giant thing's in the way. And we are stopped. I'm going to announce that the runway is vacated. We'll go ahead and find a parking spot. In time, spoilers are back. Flaps retracted. Take the lights down to taxi. Turn off these. Given that we just got off at Zulu 3, I think the easiest way for us to get there is to go down Zulu 3, make a left onto Kilo 3, down Delta 6, make a right on to Delta, and then just go to Terminal 1, which is, it's nice, it's the round one. Alright, so a right on Delta, left on Delta, sorry. It's Terminal 1. Visible. Yeah, Delta Alpha 1 may be the way to go. And then turn on to Bravo. Just find a parking from there. That's a real parking spot. I don't think it is. We will park somewhere else. Like down here. This looks like a real parking spot. Alright, APU bleed is on. Engines come off. Lights come off. Again off, and this should bring us a jetway. No? No jetway? Alright, it's fine. And we have made it with no jetway. I guess they'll take the stairs. It happens. I think I'm in the wrong parking position. I don't know at this point. Anyways, we're on the ground. We made it. That's what counts. Until next time. Air France. The door is open. I didn't do that.